Thank you very much. It's a very important question, and we always try to tackle this issue, and we try to help people who are seekers of healing and health, and many of them receive that. Most of them or all of them receive healing, but they don't give anything back. And that's why we use the word akinalanti, which is reciprocity, akinalanti. Many times, well, as you know, I live in Pucallpa, and the demand for ayahuasca is growing, increasing on a daily basis. Even the ancient tradition, respect, for example, for the work and healing, still going on. I would like to ask those who are coming or seeking healing or looking for knowledge and wisdom, or who are looking for a new paradigm. Akinanti, as you know the word akinanti, which is meaningful to us. My grandfather would say this word, and he would say the whites would come. He would use that word, the whites would come. And back then there were no revenues, there were no foreigners. And he would always say, they will be coming soon, they will only take from us. And I remember that, well, he said we have to remind them to share and to give something in return. I give you power, but you give me power back. It's not only about money. I can show you what I know, the little I know, and if I am ever sick, or if you or my son ever get sick, I gave you the power, now you know, so now you have to give this favor back to me, or you have to help me out, or you have to help my son. Today, we know that from my community and all indigenous peoples in the Amazonian region, we want this feeling to grow in your hearts about contribution. You can contribute in many different ways to us. In terms of the demand for ayahuasca that is disappearing on a daily basis, you can make a contribution from your heart, from the bottom of your heart. There is a project we are developing. We've been working on this project for some time now. There is a temple, the center for my mother, in my own center. And we are learning. I think some months ago, I don't quite remember, I met a very important guy in my life. His name is Richard. And he taught me many different things. Quite often, in my town, well, people, you can see selfishness, and the Western people or foreigners, they only want to learn. We have this prejudice. They only want to take from us. But I know centers amongst communities or my family members, they are healers, and they are not working that well, as far as I know. So in this regard, the Akinalanti ward and working along with Westerners at a center, Camino de Luz, working there, I learned many things. I learned many things on how you can integrate yourself, how you can walk based on your responsibility. It's not only about being responsible in the ceremonies, but also in our daily life, with our family, towards our family, our job, our commitment as healers. We've got a responsibility. And above all, we have to share our knowledge in our work, and we also want to receive knowledge back from people. We are not well oriented on how the Western culture looks like, and very often, if we think of healers in my village, we had an exploitation, it was a manufacturing site. And before we could hear so many unainas, the healer. Naina is the healer, is the wise man who knows about people. And in my village, I am sorry to say that, but today we know that there are many centers in Iquitos, in Madre de Dios, in Cusco, and in many other areas in Peru. And sometimes people who are working as teachers, people who are working in different areas. Now there is YouTube, technology, and they record in different ways, and they can film different masters. And now, well, they went to this family ceremony, they started taking the medicine, and they would say, we need healers at that center. And sometimes they have radio recommendations or radio proposals. We need 5 healers for 5 male or 5 female healers for that center. This is the way it is communicated. That's the payment in solis, lunch and dinner. Everything is included. And sometimes people spend 3 times, half a year, 1 year, and they become healers in a short period of time. So the so-called Icaros, our chanting, is not learned by writing or singing. And by music, it's not like chayans, songs. You know, you could all write those lyrics. And there is a misuse of Western people, because they say, well, I want to become a healer, I want to learn from you, and I pay $1,000 for that, for 1 month. But I say, if this healer is not experienced, if that particular healer is not well trained in the practice, and there are no allowances. For example, he is 30 or 35 years old, and in his past life, we don't know what he did, full of rage or sadness or traumas. I always say, and my grandparents always say, how can you teach and heal a person if you are in this world of darkness? As we say in our local language, well, we also say in Spanish, full of sins, sins which come from our past life, and since the time we can use reasoning. And the same happens in the Western world. Many people turn to us and they say, I want to become a healer. I had a ceremony in Cusco, in New York, or in Europe, of ayahuasca to become a healer. They come to us, and the recently practicing healer who is entering the world of healing and spirituality, is entering this world of healing, he does it for money. Most of them do it for money. Yes, fair enough, I'll teach you. a badly used word from our indigenous people, I will teach you. When they say, I'll teach you, you are committing to that person. And Westerners think it's like going to the supermarket and I buy this TV because I want to get a new vision, or I buy homewear because I need it. With money, they think they can buy knowledge and wisdom. And we have to reflect on that. Knowledge and wisdom are acquired by diet and discipline. It's not only about eating without salt or sugar in our diet. It's not only about eating only vegetables or fish. If you think of plants, the diet is related tightly to emotions, to the mind. Often enough, we do not connect, we don't open our heart, we only use our mind, and the mind creates many conflicts and wars. How do you say that? Our colleague was talking about witchcraft, your selfishness, and many other things are created by the mind. And the diet guides that side. We have to care for the depth, what's in the depth, how we are, who we are. That determines what we are and who we are. That's all I wanted to share with you. For instance, where is your rage? How can I give a diet a power if this person still has to get rid of his or her rage or anything? Thank you, José. We are late. However, I'd like to finish with the words by the environmentalist Lila Watson. She is an Australian Aborigine, and she said, if you came to help me out, you are making me lose my time. If you came here because your liberation is related to mine, let's walk together. Thank you to all of you, and good afternoon.
Esperança tece a linha do horizonte, traz tanta paz em reluzente doce olhar que nos conforta quando o mar não é tão manso, quando o que resta é só o frio sem luar. E nasce leve devagar em uma canção de ninar que nos acolhe pra dizer: o amor jamais deixou você. Para sempre, sempre viva, te ofereço a minha casa pra morar nos meus sentidos. Quero ter os teus conselhos na minha voz. Eu quero sempre te encontrar. Se alguma coisa eu temer, estou com Obrigada, muito obrigada. Eu sou Flávia Venceslau, sou brasileira e estou muito feliz de estar aqui agora. Vi as flores pelo chão do meu velho caminhar. Escolhi com minhas mãos uma a uma pra levar. Só ficou meu coração pela estrada esperar outra chuva de verão que pudesse me abraçar. Pelas noites que eu fiquei sem palavras pra falar, as estrelas que eu contei me disseram pra deixar. Deixe livre a tua voz, desembarque teu olhar. Deixe estar que todos nós haveremos de cantar a canção que ainda vem pelas águas deste mar. Pelo bem que nos convém descobrir e revelar, estarei meu coração onde eu tenho que chegar pra dizer que só o amor me ensinou continuar. Vi as flores pelo chão do meu velho caminhar. Escolhi com minhas mãos uma a uma pra levar. Só ficou meu coração pela estrada esperar outra chuva de verão que pudesse me abraçar. Pelas noites que eu fiquei sem palavras pra falar, as estrelas que eu contei me disseram pra deixar. Deixe livre a tua voz, desembarque o teu olhar. Deixe estar que todos nós haveremos de cantar a canção que ainda vem pelas águas deste mar. Pelo bem que nos convém descobrir e revelar, estarei meu coração onde eu tenho que chegar pra dizer que só o amor me ensinou continuar. Gracias, muchas gracias. Thank you.